Wagyu beef sliders with truffle cheese and truffle butter. Oh my God. It's simple, it's simple. So it's beef, ground beef, Wagyu ground beef. It's Wagyu ground beef. It's on Hawaiian rolls with truffle cheese and then truffle butter on the top of these rolls, and they'll cook in the pizza oven and they'll pull apart and you'll eat them and you'll just want to go, what the heck is going on here? There's no bad element in this. Hawaiian rolls, check. Wagyu ground beef, check. Truffle cheese, check. Stand there. Black truffle butter spread. Let me tell you something about truffle butter. Let me tell you something about truffle in general. Oh my God. There's a richness, there's an amazingness. I'll talk about whether this could be this or truffle oil or whatever, but oh, holy crap. But check out how this is gonna go down. We're starting off with Hawaiian rolls. So look. Little Hawaiian rolls. So great. We're gonna build this in we're cooking on the roof of my building today, and it's a little unorganized, but it's gonna be fine. We're gonna be okay. We've got terrible sunlight, but we're in a beautiful spot. But we're gonna take these Hawaiian rolls and put them in this cast iron pan and then build everything on top of it. It's gonna be perfect watch party food. Do you know what for? As that car goes by, fix your muffler! So Amazon Prime Video reached out and they said, hey, Sam the Cooking Guy people, would you like to be involved in talking about Jack Ryan Season 2? We were like,
hell yeah.
Max was like, hell yeah, because someone has already begun Season 2.
So, why is this country in the midst of one of the greatest humanitarian crises in history?
And someone has not. And I'm not allowing him to say a word. Like every couple of hours, he's like, oh, holy, have you watched? Have you seen? I go, I have nothing. Nothing. I know nothing. I know season 1. And I know how amazing season 1 was. Have you watched season 1? I'll be honest. I didn't start watching season 1 until Max pushed me. Like, you know, he's my child. I was gonna say, you're my spawn. Is that an awful thing? Doesn't spawn sound horrid?
That's horrid, yeah.
So he's my child. But you know, little kids are like this, daddy, 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 daddy. And finally you're like, what? He's like this, have you watched season 1? Have you watched Jack Ryan? Have you watched season 1? Have you watched Amazon Prime Video? Have you watched? Fine, I'll watch. Let me tell you something about John Krasinski. John Krasinski is Jack Ryan. He fully embodies Jack Ryan. But I have to admit, there are moments when I want him to do what he did on The Office. I don't want to give anything away if you haven't seen it. So they would talk about some spy thing, and I would want John Krasinski to be having a conversation here and then do that thing. Wait. Do that thing where he's having this conversation, he turns and he looks at the camera and he goes, what? Like that. Like a little of The Office in it, and that's not going to happen, and I understand that's not going to happen. But can we talk about espionage? Yes. Intrigue?
Yes.
Adventure?
Yes.
Did you ever imagine John Krasinski would be an action hero?
No.
Because he is. He's so good. And he's so good because he crossed that border of starting out the series as a bookish nerd at the CIA, and now look what he's doing.
Yeah, he's not like Jack Bauer from 24.
No.
He's a little bit of a different kind of character.
No, he's a very different character. He's so good. And it is so good. And look, if you want something to binge and you want something to get into, Jack Ryan season 1, but now season 2 is out. And by the way, they've done it the right way. All of it is out. So if you want to sit at home and make what we're about to make and then just go hog wild and watch all of it, well, you'll have to make a couple batches. But this will be worth it. And Jack Ryan season 2, all the way, baby. All the way. Can we cook?
Let's do it.
Okay, let me just get the Hawaiian rolls in the skillet we'll go from there. So here's the plan. I would normally do this in like look like a 13 by 8 or whatever it is baking dish. You could just do this whole section here and it would be fine. But I like the idea of the cast iron. So I'm gonna break these guys and then I'm gonna cut them in half because we only want to start with the bottoms, all right? So now we'll start to put the bottoms in here. Do I need this piece? I do. Oh, these Hawaiian sweet rolls are so good. So we're gonna go like this, okay? These are all tops. Only bottoms in the bottom. That does make sense, right? I mean, look at this is not a perfect situation with the brightness out here, the lights. Let's cram these guys in. What do you say? How's that?
Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 in here. You cool with that? I'm cool with that. All right, let me move this, and then we're gonna add a layer of mayo, okay? I think I can fit any more in here. Maybe one more. Look, I can put 2 more in. 1, 2. There we go. Everybody happy? Okay. All right, now we're gonna add mayo. Japanese mayo. We'll just spread this. Oh, sweet. Okay, Max, it's ground beef time. What we're using is Wagyu ground beef. Look, it's becoming way more popular. Yes, it's a little more expensive, but the fat, the deliciousness of it is something to behold. Stay down. Something to behold. We're going on the Evo, little oil, little seasoning, cook it quickly, then we go on to the next step. And we start with some oil on the Evo. And the beef. And, Max, what do? We don't mix, we break it up. It's about 1.5 pounds. Let it start to do its thing. It gets a little Montreal steak seasoning because I love the flavor of this and it just sort of makes everything super beefy. And we do this. This is going to do about 18 Hawaiian rolls. So think about it. One batch of this feeds 18, well, I won't say feeds 18 people. It could feed 9 people getting 2 each, 6 people getting 3 each, 18 people getting 1 each. You can do that math. And I like to keep it just a little bit on the pink side because it's going in the oven. So let's take it off and put it on the Hawaiian rolls with the mayo. And we go. Look how easy this is. Look, what do you want to be doing? Do you want to be standing in the kitchen for hours or do you want to be binge watching the hell out of Jack Ryan? So this gets spread out all the way around. Beautiful. Okay, ready for next steps? 2 things. 1, we're going to put a pan on the heat to start it getting warm. Right there to start heating. But next is cheese. Our cheese of choice is truffle cheese. You can see the little bits of black truffle in here. You know what? This is a great one because it's truffle-y a bit, but it's not over the top. And this piece, which was, hang on, which was 3/4 pound, was $9. So it's not crazy. It's just delicious. And we'll add so much to this. Here's what we do. We grate over the top, right on the beef. Come on. And away we go. Or as they say at the racetrack here in Del Mar, And away they go. So you want cheese everywhere. Just spread it around, man. Don't be shy. Look, if I use all of this, what's the big deal? I'm making 18 of these things. Didn't we determine that? Truffle heaven, man. I just want good coverage, so I might use extra. I might use more than you would use, but here's what you do. You have a binge watching party. You make one thing, the people that come make one thing. It's the way to go. You shouldn't have to take on all the work yourself, but you do want to be the person that makes the one thing that people are like, oh, damn, snap, son, that was amazing. So make your one thing a really damn good one thing. And I think John Krasinski would appreciate you making this. Okay, look at that. Is that perfect? Look, I've used all the cheese. Okay, love it. Now we top it. We top with the Hawaiian Rolls, but I realized the problem. I have no idea. I cannot see where where these other guys are in here. I cannot see where their bottom counterparts are. So I may have to add more Hawaiian Rolls than I use bottoms. I may have to use more tops than I use bottoms, but I think that might be okay. Oh, maybe not. How's that look?
Fucking awesome.
Oh, it's great, doesn't it? One more thing. Our pan's on the heat. Now we take our black truffle butter, a big old scoop of it, in it goes, and we let it melt.
Wow, that smells crazy.
Crazy, doesn't it? It really does. Oh, find a little more. Just let it do its thing. And when it's all melty nice, let's brush it on top of the rolls. And we go. Do you know how good these are gonna be? The little flecks of truffle. Truffles are really expensive. And a truffle cheese or a truffle butter like this is a really good way, not crazy expensive way to get all the deliciousness without spending the big bucks. Just trying to get some of these black flecks on each one. The aroma is crazy. Of course, when something warms up, it gets even better. And now, just because I've got this extra butter, I'll just drizzle a little bit of it in between here. I mean, why is that a bad thing? Truffle butter on truffle cheese? Come on. Oh, man. Max, you ready? Into the oven. Wait, did I say oven? I meant pizza oven, Max. In they go. And I think this is about 300, 3¼ So we're gonna leave it until the cheese gets melty, the rolls get warm and start to do their thing. And look, you can eat them right now. The beef is cooked, but you want all of this to get the benefit of the heat of the oven. So put it in, shut the door, and wait till it's ready. Hey, I got it. And when they're ready, out they come. And perfection. And let's get one. If we can figure out one to get. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Wow.
Holy smokes, man. Look at that. The melty cheese, the truffle from here. Please, can I have a bite, please? It's heaven. Look at this. And okay. I don't know if it's the Wagyu beef. If it's the Mayo. If it's the truffle cheese or the truffle butter over the top, but This thing could make me steal secrets for the United States of America and the CIA. It could. And I might have Jack Ryan on my ass, but you know what? I'd be happy as a pig in you know what. As we say. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, being here, buying merchandise. And season 2 Jack Ryan, now, Amazon Prime Video. If you're not watching it, you're so missing out. Make these and watch. And if you are watching, don't blow anything for me, but maybe just give me a little hint in your comments below. Little one. Oh my God.